All right, everybody, how you guys doing? Happy Thanksgiving. We're going to do a good strategy here that this is going to be a top 5 strategy. That's pretty impressive. Anything that's in the top 5 is pretty impressive. And when I say top 5, I'm talking about any possible strategy that you've ever seen. This one is going to be in the top 5. The reason why that this is such a successful strategy, I've never shown you this one before, but this one is called my 2 to 4. The reason why that this is so powerful is because it focuses not on overdoing the box numbers. Usually what happens is like, so for example, if you go on a bubble craps machine or something like that, or even on the table, and you go on all of the numbers at one time, I always teach you guys that that's pretty risky, because when the 7 comes, you're just losing so much. And, you know, the reason why that the casino is successful is because they're giving you rewards every time you hit one of these numbers if you're on all of them. But the problem is it just takes that 1 7 or for that 7 to get hot. And they're winning 6 times, you know, all at once, you know. So it's just it's a tough game. This is a very tough game unless you just are really, really good and you focus on the top 5 systems, strategies. You want to focus on the top 5. As many times as I show you strategies and stuff like that, those are fine and they're entertaining. And you see all these other channels that will show you all these different ways. They're not going to analyze the same way that I will. I am very strict because my channel is all about winning. It's all about mathematics. So I'm not showing anything just to show for views, because my channel is not really all about that. My channel is about really concentrating on the high percentage win rate. And I would rather show you the same strategy over and over and over every single day than rather mix it up with a whole bunch of different strategies and have 100 different strategies, because you're going to lose your focus on what to play when you're actually at the casino. Okay? Now, for those of you that have not gotten the gold or the silver membership, you have an opportunity to get that to support the channel. You can see it underneath this video. It'll say join or membership. If you don't see it, it's because you're not signed into your Google account or your YouTube account. So when you see that there, you want to get that, because all of the live casino action, well, not live, it's recorded at the casino, but all of the casino play, a real money play, will be, you will have access to that. So 2026 is going to be a big year for this channel, because we're going to really go after these casinos and we're really going to try to beat them. So when you're watching me, you're going to be able to see all of the way that I play. All right. Now, if I make mistakes and stuff like that, I'm going to be like honest with you. I'm going to say, hey, you know, this is what we did on this video. We lost. So what we're going to do is we're going to modify it. We're going to do this. So you're going to constantly see me talking to you guys in those videos, and we're going to beat the casino together. But I need your support. I'm going to try to make a big push for this channel to compete with Bluff. But the difference between Bluff and myself is that I'm going to be the winning one. I'm going to be the guy you're not watching constantly lose. The other day I watched his video. The guy literally lost $29,000 in the video. I've seen him lose when he came to Tampa, Florida. I saw he lost $24,000 in 20 minutes. Guys, you can't take those type of losses. I don't care if he's getting the money from all his advertisement and all the viewers, and he's entertaining to watch. I'm sorry, you cannot do that as a professional player. You just cannot do that. He's got to stop doing that. He doesn't need to play the way that he plays. So it's no shot at him, but he's just going to have to stop doing stupidity stuff like that, because it's not fun to watch somebody losing that kind of money. You know, it's a serious problem to be showing people that you can lose that much money. So instead of doing that, guys, we're going to win. All right, we're going to win. All right, so here we go. We're going to start off the 2 to 4. And Sweet Pea says, Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. All right, Sweet Pea's very happy right now because Sweet Pea loves to be in front of you guys. He loves this time when it's go time and the cameras come on and the lights come on. Sweet Pea gets all pumped up. All right, so here's how 2 to 4 works. It's really, really simple, okay? What we're going to do, we're going to start. Now, there's 2 ways that you can do it. There's 2 ways that you can do it. You can start with 4 numbers and work your way down to 2. Or you can go from 2 numbers to get it up to 4 numbers and then back down to 4. I like to do it that way, okay? So we're going to start off with 1. Okay, there's a 5. And we're going to snag, this will be our second one. Okay, there's a 4. Okay, we're going to go on the 5 for our third one. All right, so boom, we got a hit there. And here's the difference between this one and pump and dump. This one does not come down. You're actually going to your 4th one. Okay, here we go. And there is the bad guy. All right, so we're going to lose the first one. Now, this one uses my 3 opportunity system. So we're on level 1. And we lost the first round, which is the first attempt, okay? So you're still on level 1, but you have taken up one of your opportunities. So you have 2 more opportunities that you can do on the same level, okay? That protects us from getting down too much to the 7s that keep coming out, all right? So we're going to go ahead and look for that come out, and it's going to be a 10. Oh, Sweet Pea wants to play, boy. Sweet Pea's in the mood, boy. Sweet Pea's feeling frisky. Huh, Sweet Pea? Okay, there's a 3. Now, every single roll, you make your move to the next one. Every roll. Reason why you're doing 1 at a time is that is exactly the reason why. That is exactly the reason why. When you do 1 at a time, if the 7 happens to come out early, you're only going to lose the 1 unit on this number. If the 7 comes out after you've done the second one, you're only going to lose 2 instead of all 4. So it just gives you a better chance. And when you get the hit, it allows you the units that are coming in from the hit to go towards your next number. Okay? So we're going to get our units and we're going to go ahead and say, okay, let's slap it on the 9. Okay, there's a 3. All right, so now we're vulnerable because now we're at our max of our 4. And now the 4 can be on anything you want. It can be on the 4, it could be on the 10, it could be on any of the 4 out of the 6 that you want. All right, now that's 2 times in a row that happened where we had all 4. Because the goal is to get to 4, and then every time that you get a hit, 1 comes down, the other one comes down until it's at 2. That's why the system's called 4 to 2. Because once you get it to 2, you're going to just keep those there, and you can press them, you can do whatever you want with them. Okay? So that is the second failed opportunity. So that is going to put us on level 1, third and last chance for this level. Then we have to go up to level 2 and our unit size increases. Okay, so we're going to stay at the same level amount because we're on the 3rd attempt. So that's the point. We'll just redo the point. Okay, it will be an 8. Okay, so we'll go ahead and add our 9 now. There's a 10. All right, we're going to add, no, let's add the 4. Here we go. 6. And now we'll add our last one, which will do the 6, okay? So we got all 4. And let's hope we don't get picked off again. And it's an 11, okay? So when you don't hit, you just stay until you hit. A 10. Another 10. 6. All right, we hit our first one. All right, now watch what happens, okay? You can press this if you want, but now that you're at 4, you've got to come down on 1, okay? We're going to come down on the 5, but here's what we're going to do. We got 3 still. We're going to press our 9 to 3 green, okay? Doesn't matter which one you press. You can press whatever you want, or you don't even have to press. That's totally up to you. Okay, and there's the boogeyman again. So we're doing really bad. And because we failed to be successful and make any type of profits whatsoever, that completes level 1. And that is why I built this system on the 3 opportunity per level. Because you're seeing when a session goes bad, instead of you just consistently going up, laddering up, laddering up, laddering up, that I've learned from experience is the incorrect way to do it. It works out good when the 7s don't come, and it works out good that way. But usually when a session's going bad, it usually has a lot of these numbers of the 7, which means you're going to put yourself in too big of a hole. So use my three opportunity system, okay? Use it per level. All right, so now we're going to go to level 2. First opportunity on level 2. Okay, there's an 8. All right, so level 2 is going to start off with 2 green and 1 number. Okay, there's a 6. Okay, obviously, if you're on a regular table, you're going to have to cap this. If you're on bubble craps, you don't. Okay, there's a 5. Okay, so that's going to give us 3 green. We'll give them 1 red. And we're going to take 2 of those and put it on that, not on that 9. And there it goes again. I mean, we're just not doing well, but that's okay. We're going to eventually get there. And when you see you're struggling like this, what you want to do is press more when you start hitting. That's how you're going to get it back. You don't go up and keep going up and coming out of your own rack. You want to use their units to do the pressing, okay? All right, so that's opportunity number 1 has failed on level 2. Okay, we are stuck on level 2. And we have our second attempt. Wow, we just had 3 3s in a row. 3 3s in a row. Okay, there's a 6. 6 ball, corner pocket. All right. So we're going to go back and let's go with the Ocho Easy. Okay. Here we go. 6. Okay. We're going to be off. 12, 11, 5. Okay, here we go. We're going to put the second one on. Let's go with the neater 9. 12. Okay, let's get that 6. 11. What's up with the 11s, 3s, 12s? This is crazy. All right, we're going to go with the 4. I think that 4 is coming. 9, neater 9, center field, mark the 9. Here we go. We're going to get 3 green. We'll have to give them 1 red. All right, now we're definitely going to press this. Now we do have to first come down on one of them. Let's go ahead and come down on the 9, okay? And I'm going to rack that those two green in my rack, but the winnings, I'm going to actually put that all on the 4. We're down to 3 numbers. Here we go. 8, easy ocho. Okay, we're going to get 3 green. Okay, we got to give them 1 red. We're going to go ahead and come down on the easy ocho, and we're going to use those profits, and we're going to put it on that 6, and we'll have to add 3 more. Okay, so we got our final 2. This is the first time we've accomplished that. This is our second chance on level 2. So we've got both of these pressed, all right? Now we're desperate for units here because we're down a lot of units. So what you want to do in these spots is when you get a hit on either one of them, because they're both already pressed, you want to reduce them all the way back down to the level based on how well you're doing. If you're doing good and you're in profit, you can reduce them all the way down to level 1, first opportunity. Or if you're not doing well, you could go ahead and reduce them down to maybe 2 units, 2 green units each. That's up to you, depending on how well you're doing. Okay, there's a 9. Oh, that is horrible for us, guys. Oh my goodness, this is horrible. Now we got to go to the third opportunity on level 2 because we did not take any profits there at all. We're trying to get the units back by hitting those final 2 that are pressed, and we were hoping to hit both of them, but we're not having a good session. Okay, but it can change. It can change. You got to sit here and watch it all happen because this is what you can expect. All right, so this is our final chance on level 2. All right, that's perfect. Okay, it's always nice to get them early. That way they can go ahead and do our units for us on these numbers. All right, we're going to just put the whole thing on, oh, no, I can't do that. I'm on level 2. It's only going to be 2 units on level 2. Not until I have to change. Okay, that's another 8. That's 2 8s we've hit already. Okay, so there we go. We'll give them 1 red. All right, now we're going to go 2 units on that 4. 6. Okay, we're going to be off. 11. 9. All right, we're going to be on, and we're going to go ahead and do our final number. And guys, we're going to go with the 10. Okay, we want to have the 4 and the 10 here in this situation because we're desperate for units. And these are going to give you 2 to 1. 8. Boy, we're hitting that 8. That's the third one. All right, that's great. All right, we'll give them one red. Now, we definitely don't want to come off the 8 because the 8 is super hot. So we want to come off the 5, and we're going to use these on the 4. Okay, so we haven't taken any profits at all. Okay, we need to hit our pressed ones. Okay, we're going to have to get it down to 2 after this roll. 8 again. We definitely ain't coming off that 8. All right, we'll give them 1. All right, now we're going to have to come off the 10. All right, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use that again and press that 4. And that's it. That's it. I'm not going to press any more. I'm just going to hope to hit this guy. This is going to be my get back one right here. And we'll see what happens. Here we go. 10. Dang it. Came off the wrong one, but that's okay. 6. 8. Fourth 8 on this shooter. Okay, now this one we're going to rack. Give them 1 red. That one we're going to rack. 6. 8. 5 8s with this shooter. We're going to rack that one. Okay, here we go. We need that 4. 11. 8 again. What's that? 6 8s? Gosh, we're making a killing on that 8. Now listen, here's what I'm going to do. If we hit that 8 again, I'm going to reduce some of this, okay? Because we started off horribly, and there's a lot there that we can put in our rack. So, and it's going to be tough, you know, there's no guarantees that we're going to hit a 4. But if we hit this one more time, there's a lot of profit here, and there's a lot of profit that we made on that 8. And there it is. So we're going to go ahead. The 8 is our hot number, okay? I mean, we're on fire with that 8, all right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and rack up my green, see where I'm at on the session, okay? All right? Now, for sure, there's too much here now because we've already been so successful with the 8. So we're going to go ahead and reduce this all the way down to 2. And because of that, we're actually up in profit because of that 8. So here we go. 3. 4. Oh, we would have made a killing, man. We would have made a killing, man. But that's okay, guys. We have to protect ourselves, okay? All right, so we hit it. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to reduce that down to 1. And we're going to put it over on the 8, that profit. 9. All right, I'm going to work this. I'm going to work this come out. 4. Okay, 2 green. We're going to put it on the 8. We got to add another 2 red. Okay, so 4 is the point. Here we go. All right, now we're going to just keep going. 5. 11. 3. We've hit a million 3s. 9. 9. 8. There it is, guys. There it is. There's our hot number. All right, so we're actually 1 red short here. Oh, no, we weren't. We've got what we got on here? We got 4, 5 green. Okay, that's easy. Okay, this is what we're going to get right there. Wait, one more. There we go. Okay, we get that for this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to reset. We're going to reset. I mean, we've been super successful with that shooter. We're going to be completely reset this whole thing here. And we're going to just start the system over, okay? All right, so there's a 9. We're going to start it off. We'll start off with 1 on the 6. Okay, there's a 12. Let's go with the hot 8. Or I'm sorry, we're on level 1. So here's what's good. You're back to level 1 on the first opportunity. That's what's so cool. You got out of that bad situation. You were doing horribly with all those 7s and getting picked off with 4 numbers over and over and over. And just like that, you're right back to the beginning and you're up in profit. And there's your hot 8 continues. Okay, we're going to use this guy on the 9. There's a 4. All right. All right. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to work to come out. 5. All right. So here's how this is going to work. They're going to give you your units, and then you got to come off of 1 because you already have all 4. Okay. So now you can press this if you want. We're going to press the whole thing on that 6. Okay. Here we go. Nope. Bad guy. Bad guy showed up. But pressing is very, very important for you to do that because that's what's going to get you ahead off of, you're using their units to do it. Okay, so the 9, we're going to go, let's start with the 8. The 8's hot. Now we've only had one opportunity so far on level 1. So this is the second opportunity because that last one failed. Okay, there's a 6. So let's go with the 5. The 9 hit. Okay, we're going to go ahead and work this on the come out. And there's a 10. Okay, we're going to go with the 6 for our third one. Ah, man, not again. Let's hope it doesn't start doing this crap again. Okay, that was the second opportunity, okay? So now we're on the third and final opportunity for level 1. Hard 4 out the door. Okay, start with the 6, that's 1. There's a 4. Okay, we're gonna work this. We're gonna work. 3. We lose. Okay, that was your third and final opportunity on level 1. So now you got to go to level 2. Hard 4 again. Okay, we're on level 2. First attempt, okay? 5. 8. 8. Boy, that 8 has been saving us, huh? Okay, let me get 5 red real quick. I owe them 1. Okay, we're going to use this on, let's go with the 10. All right, and that's it. All right, so we're at the 4. We definitely don't want the bad guy to come out. We would love to hit a 10. We'll probably hit the 8. So, my gosh, dude. Wow, man. I tell you what, man. So far in this session, it's been very frustrating because we keep getting picked off every time we get to 4. That is like the worst thing that can happen to you on this system. It's going to happen, but for it to keep happening over and over, very frustrating. Okay, so this is opportunity number 2 on level 2. Okay. 4. We've been having a fight lately on these sessions, man. We're getting challenged for sure. Okay, there's another 4. All right, we're going to be working. 11. 6. Okay, let's go with the 8. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That is the second failure on level 2. Here comes the third opportunity for level 2. This is it on level 2. Last chance. I'm just going to put 2 green there. I don't have change right now. Six. I'll get change now. Okay, I owe them, I got to put this here, and then I owe them 1. Okay, so we got to do our final one, and we're going to go with the 10, all right? This is it. Here we go. Not again, please. 5. We don't have a 5. Okay, we're going to go ahead and work this come out. Here we go. 3. I don't know how many threes we've hit on today's come out. Oh my goodness, guys, it happened again. What is going on today, bro? What in the world is going on? I mean, this is insane mathematically. How does this keep happening every single time we get the 4 numbers, we get picked off? It's crazy. We got to go to level 3 now. Jeez Louise. You seeing this, Sweepy? Can you believe this, Sweepy? Sweepy's like, I can't believe it, Dad. All right, we're going to need more green here. I'm going to get 10 red. Oh my God, this is ridiculous, man. Six, that's a good one. Okay, we're going to use it right here. So we got a free 8, basically. There's a 9. Let's go with that 4. 8. Okay, so we got a free 4 and we got a free 10. So that can happen sometimes. That's one of the cool things about it. Oh my God, don't do it again. So this is our first chance, our first opportunity on level 3. 9. We don't have the 9. That ain't good. 9 again. Oh boy. 10. There we go. I saw that 5 and I thought for sure that was going to be a 2. All right, so that was a good one, guys. And what that does is it gives us some press units. We got press units off that. Now we know we have to come down on 1, okay? We're going to come down on the 4, okay? And now we've got all this that we can decide either to keep or to press. I want to press, okay? So I'm going to go with the whole thing on that 6, okay? Sweepy, you're in a pretty bad spot right there, bud. I'm going to need you. There you go. Thank you, buddy. 9. We don't have it. What is that, our third 9 we've hit? Hard 4. We don't have that one. We just removed it. Okay, here we go. 4 again. Oh, this is not good, guys. This is not good. 5. We're hitting everything we don't have. Oh. All right, guys. Should we work to come out? Let's work it. Let's work. 8. A hard 8. That's awesome. Okay, we're going to get another hit. And now that was not a pressed one, okay? Now we have to remove one. I don't like removing the 8 because we've been doing so good with the 8. So what we're going to do, we're going to remove our 10, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to press it on the 8. So we need to hit one of these. If we can, that was the point, right? Oh no, we worked to come out. We worked to come out. We need to hit one of these and then we can reduce and we'll be back to level 1 first attempt. Okay, you guys all understand how that works now, okay? Here we go. 11. Now if we fail, we'll analyze where we're at and we'll go from there. 6, there it is. We don't have to worry about it. We're back on level 1, first attempt on level 1. We're reducing, okay? Now, if you want, you can keep going with it. It just depends on how you're doing. But you gotta always make sure that you pay yourself first. Always pay yourself first. Okay, so we've got that's going to give us right there 3 black units. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to remove this, guys, and we're going to go ahead and reset everything to level 1 first attempt, okay? And that will work just like that. That's how it would work right there, okay? All right, and let's see where we're at, because we may call it quits right here. We look like we're in pretty decent shape. Okay, get a green here. Okay, so here's what we started with. We're going to come down, and we're going to end with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly 6.5, and that's what we did the last session. That's so crazy. We literally did the exact same thing on the last session. All right, so let me think about the top 5. Is this a top 5 system? I'm claiming that this is a top 5. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes because of the structure. It's because of the way we're doing it. It's using the 3 It's using the 3 chances before you have to go up to another unit on the next level. If you didn't do that, we would have got crushed today. We would have got crushed. So really what makes this a success is that we're constantly keeping the total amount of what we have out there only maxed out on 4 numbers, where you're at risk when you have those 4 numbers. So you're always at risk at that opportunity. I mean, at that chance, at that time, you're at risk. But then when you get one hit, then you're coming down to 3. Then you get another hit, you're coming down to 2. So it's the structure that makes this so intelligent. It's the way that it's played. And that's why I always tell everybody I'm the best player. It's because this is how I play. I play different than everybody else. The only way you're going to play the same way is if you learn from me and you use what I've put together. And it's not bragging or anything. It's just the reality. This is what people don't understand. You get all these trolls and all these idiots who they just want to jump on a bandwagon and either say this about me or say this about me, but they don't watch me. And even if they do watch me, a lot of these haters are just negative. They don't even play. They don't even go to the casino on a regular basis. They're just voicing their opinion, and they're just watching. And when they watch, they just want to criticize you, you know? But a lot of you guys out there that actually play, you guys understand exactly what I'm doing. And you are capitalizing on that. Because a lot of times, if you get off of playing correctly and you start just kind of doing things on your own, or you start going down the wrong rabbit hole, and you could get those 10 black unit losses in a day, sometimes even 20 black unit losses in a day, and you're going down the wrong path. So what you have to do to be successful in this game is you've got to focus on my top 5 systems, and you've got to just practice them and practice the money management side. And using the 3-step opportunity is the difference maker. And knowing when to come down based on where you're at in the session. So if you're doing everything right, but you're failing to come down and reset, and that reset would have put you really close to being even. You have to remember, when you reset, you're not only taking units off of the table and putting them in your rack, but you're also reducing your risk by going back to level 1 opportunity number 1. And that's it, guys. So that's a great video right there, okay? It's more important about the educational value than how many units that we won today or whether we struggled today. Yeah, we struggled today. You're always going to struggle when that 7 comes out all the time, especially when you have 4 numbers out there. That happened over and over. But the reason why this is a top 5 system is because it overcame it, because of the way that I put it together. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that and smash that like button before you go. It helps the channel. You can really support the channel by going to jimmymastery.com, getting some of the crap strategies. All my top strategies are on the website, and you can get those private access videos. You could also support the channel if you would like to watch me play real money casino play. All you have to do is become a gold member or a silver member. Both of those get to watch the real money casino play. And you do that, you should see underneath this video, you should see membership join. And if you don't, it's because you're not signed into your Google account and YouTube account, okay? So become a member. You'll be able to watch those private access videos. And we're going to focus on that here in 2026 and make this channel as big as we can make it and make it very exciting content where I battle against the casino. And you guys can learn so much from just watching me do that. And that's about it. So if you are a bronze member, I want to let my bronze members know that I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are a nice little foundation that supports the channel. You can remain a bronze member. There's no where you don't have to go up, but if you do want to watch the real casino play, just upgrade. Maybe you could go from the bronze to the silver, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much. And the gold members get gifts, okay? Matter of fact, I'm making gold money clips for all of the gold members right now. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Sweet Pea says bye and happy Thanksgiving.